we will go into the science of pranayama now, right? How many of you felt rejuvenated, energetic? Just raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. So very first effect of prana is it rejuvenates you. It gives you energy. So you feel as if you just got up. Otherwise, when you come home, you feel, TV on, શું ખાઈ છે એ ખબર ના હોય અને જ્યાં સુધીમાં ટીવીનો શો પડે ત્યાં સુધીમાં તો most of us, right? See, the food which you eat is of a much lower pranic value. So the moment you put the food inside you, it has got a lot of tamas. So it draws you into the sleep. Whole day you have been so agitated. That food little, it's used as a tranquilizer. So the moment you eat, you start feeling dozy. Right? The food we eat, all the cooked food, is a very tamasic food. We are going to have 2 food classes from next class onwards. So if you have really done pranayama and you have eaten, you will not feel sleepy. If you have prana and then whatever food you eat, it gets digested so fast, you don't have to go and measure. See, after destroying what you destroyed, you have to go and measure and all, you have to go to your doctor what all you destroyed. So now you have to take tablets of vitamin E and vitamin D and vitamin C because we have been destroyed. If there is a fruit which is offered by a tree, it is in full because it's living only because it is full. So when you eat, whatever is full, you become full. So habit of cutting the fruits, cutting and chopping is all about losing the original nutrients. The less you cut and chop, the more you get out of it because that's what is offered to you by nature. Another thing, you have been given teeth. So when you chew, all your saliva gets it. Juices are not recommended. If you can chew it. If you cannot chew, then have juices. Right? So very first effect is it rejuvenates. It gives you the more energy. The very second effect. What happens when you are agitated? What happens? What happens to your breathing? When you are very agitated and in anxiety? Fast. Shallow. The number of breath per minute much higher. Generally you might be breathing for maybe 7-8 times, but when you are really agitated, you might be breathing probably 15-20 times. That's called breathing rate. And what happens when you do pranayama? What happens? Number of breath comes down. In the same time, the number of breath you take are much fewer. See, each of us are given counted breaths. This many breaths is your lifespan. You have been already programmed. Mena paje tum. Ram Nam Satya. So, what is in your hand is to take fewer and fewer breaths in limited number of time. If you decrease the number of breaths, automatically your lifespan increases. I'm going to give you a few examples which are already existing in the nature. Correct? How many times the dog breathes per minute? What do you think? Quite fast, right?
Yeah.
15-20 times probably. And what is the lifespan of a dog? 10, 12, maximum 13-14 years. Right? Go next to the horses. What is the lifespan of a horse? Around 30 years. 30-40 years. Number of breath they do is much less than a dog. Their number of breath might be around 10-12. Then elephant. What is the lifespan of an elephant?
100 years.
Between 80 and 100. They still fewer than horses. What should be our lifespan?
100.
150.
160 years should be our normal, natural lifespan. And today,
What are you gonna do?
and today, today in Japan, there are people who live purely on the natural food and a natural life. They easily live between 130 to 140 years. There is a whole island, and absolutely pranayama, meditation, whatever nature has offered, they eat that. They live absolutely stress-free life and in harmony with nature. Why we have to meditate? Because we are not in harmony with nature. Meditation આપણે કેમ શીખવું પડે? They don't have to meditate because they are already, they are not different than nature.
In a different world.
Yeah. So, if you really do pranayama, the lung capacity which you are using now is between 15 to 20%. You are going to expand to almost 55%. You come to retreat, we take you to 85%. Because the kind of food we give you, naturally you breathe very little. Though you are so active, your breathing rate drops dramatically because of the food we serve you. Right? So our lifespan is almost like 130 years normally. And after the 60 years, अरे यार गड़ा था क्या? इंडिया में तो 58 वर्ष के भाई घेर जाओ. Because the person has made himself so useless. Right? They barely can do anything except telling कि तू पानी लाए तू आम करने. There's nothing left in them. Correct? Now, really, the first 60, 70 years of your life is you're taking. You're taking from everybody. Really giving back starts after 70. You have experience, you have learned, you are able to, you have a wisdom. Right? Wisdom means, see, information, when it blends with experience, it becomes knowledge. Same knowledge is repeated over a period of time and it has a predicted output, outcome, which is the same again and again, time and again, it becomes wisdom. So at 70, you already have wisdom. Now you can give back something to the society. So if you are healthy and happy at the 70, you will be giving something back to the society. So it is more important to be healthy when you are 60 plus. Till that time you have been only consuming, either for your family or for your kids, but still you're taking from the society. Only when it comes to around 60 plus, you're ready to give back something. But that time, soda ludki gaya. કોઈને ડાયાબિટીસ ને કોઈને બ્લડ પ્રેશર ને કોઈને માઇગ્રેન ને કોઈને કંઈ ના હોય તો કંઈક લત લાગી ગઈ હોય આડી અવરી. Some people are healthy but then they are slave of the situation because they are not free with objects, individuals and situation. But if you are really very high in prana, naturally you will enthusiastic to give back something to the society. So the second effect is it increases your lifespan. Why it increases your lifespan? Because the number of breath you take per a specific time interval reduces much less. The next in the line is turtle. What is the turtle's lifespan? Around 300 years. And some cobras, very few cobras, they do 1 breath per minute. They live 1,000 years. Very few cobras. That's why you heard કે મારા દાદાના જમાનામાં તો એક નાગ દેવતા હજુ અમારા ત્યાં આવે છે અને અમે એને દૂધ પીવડાવીએ. You heard these stories, na? Yeah. Those are the cobras. They do 1 breath per minute. They live 1,000 years. As such, the species, the serpent species, represents nothing but our kundalini. It's a dormant coil which is lying within us. It is the same produced by the nature in the outside world. So our